In this video, we're going to talk about choosing metric units. So why is this something I have to understand? Well, in the United States, we don't use the metric system. And the rest of the world typically does. And this is the units, the metric system that is used when we are working in science most of the time. So it's important that we understand how to properly assign them and just like how much each kind of unit really is. So I came up with some references for you. And let's talk about these before we just do a couple questions. So G stands for grams. So 1 gram weighs about is how much 1 paperclip would weigh, which you can hold in your hand. Versus 1 kilogram, kg, is the weight of a textbook. You can still hold it in your hand, but it's significantly heavier rather than 1 paperclip. So that would be what we call mass. Okay, we use pounds here. Next, we have milliliters versus liters. So if you take an eyedropper, they're pretty teeny, and however much liquid you can put in an eyedropper, that's about 1 milliliter. But if you take 1 liter, that's a volume of a big water bottle. Or if you think of like if you buy like Coca-Cola from the grocery store in the big 2 liters, so a 1 liter would be half of that. And then this is called volume. Okay. And then we're going to deal with length. So if we're looking at length, we have a millimeter. So I want you to think of a millimeter. If you were to hold a dime in your hand, it would be the thickness of that dime. It's very thin. Then we have 1 centimeter, which is cms. Centimeters, if you were to look at your pen or your pencil that you're holding, it would be the width, not how like tall your pen or pencil is, but just the width across. That's about 1 centimeter. A meter is the length of a baseball bat, which is, there's right there. You can just get an idea. They also have a meter stick. You can think of a meter stick. And then a kilometer or a kilometer is the length of about 13 airplanes. And that's usually the distance that we use or the length that we use when we're going somewhere like in a car or we're driving somewhere kind of far, or you would even talk about maybe like a football field as opposed to yards, you would use kilometers. Okay, so choose the proper measurement. So Chloe drank 1 blank of water. Did she drink 1 milliliter, which 1 eyedropper of water, or 1 kind of large bottle of water? I would say 1 large bottle of water makes more sense. People aren't going to drink from a little eyedropper. That's not enough water for somebody to be drinking. Joey drove 27, and then you have to choose millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers to his grandma's house. So remember, millimeters is the thickness of a dime. A centimeter is the thickness of a pen. A meter is the length of a baseball bat. And then a kilometer is about 13 airplanes. Well, you wouldn't drive the thickness of a dime. You wouldn't drive the thickness of a dime here. You're not going to drive the width of a pen. And you're not going to drive the length of a baseball bat. You're going to drive in kilometers. And then Sarah's horse. Sarah's horse weighs 800. Does it weigh 800 grams or 800 kilograms? Is a horse going to weigh 800 paper clips? Or is it going to weigh 800 math books? It's definitely more than 800 paper clips. So it's easy to think about, use those references when you're trying to answer these questions, and it should hopefully help you understand and properly assign the metric units to the problem. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.